we had the great opportunity to bring 13 people together to learn about what is recovery coaching, what does it look like as we look to move recovery coaching forward in New York.
We attended a training actually at CCAR, which is in Connecticut, and that is the Connecticut Community for Addiction, and they have a Recovery Coach Academy. So it's been in existence for, I believe, about 4 or 5 years now. And certainly they've seen some success in using recovery coaches in treatment settings and community settings, recovery communities. And they offer a training and a train the trainer, which we were able to do and which we can bring to New York.
I feel really lucky to be at the forefront of this incentive, presented by Oasis, and we're only the second group in New York State to be trained, and I love to be in on the beginning of something.
Well, we are tasked with assisting New York State in developing a recovery-oriented system of care. In other words, a system of care that is really focused on recovery, be it treatment, be it prevention, be it recovery, whatever. That we are moving away from this acute crisis type of intervention to looking at a holistic long-term recovery.
Recovery is a healthy lifestyle change. That means living a life without drugs, without alcohol, and embracing health and wellness, taking care of your whole person, getting back to a state of physical health and wellness, and also back to work and school, maybe mending family relationships, connecting with a support system that supports you in your life choices.
Today we are doing training for people to become recovery coaches, and this is something that the community, the recovery community, had asked for. And basically this speaks to one of the foundational principles of recovery, and that recovery is peer-based.
Always been a passion of mine in early recovery. You get sober and then you want to give back, and and a lot of times you're like, you want to bring something to the table, and wow, there's there it is, and it's like, wow, somebody up there likes me or hears me. And
we spent 5 days, this is day 5 with them, teaching them some of the skills, the techniques, having them, learn a lot about their own selves too, very introspective, because if I don't know about me, or I'm not sure about what's going on with me, I can't always be very effective with you.
There's a little saying that we came into in day 1, and it really motivated me. Because, if I'm helping somebody out, or in my everyday life around, and I have people, family members and friends that are still struggling, the question was, or not the question, but the comment was, how's that working for you? And that's a question that I could ask somebody when I can see them struggling, not doing so good, or if they want to come to me for something, or I'm going to them to try to figure out how I can help them. I can ask them a question.
It's a intensive 5-day training, and people must complete the entire 5 days to get a recovery coach completion certificate. And it involves the exercises that bring about the skills, that build up skills like active listening. It involves learning the concepts of evidence-based practices like stages of change, motivational interviewing. It also involves looking at family issues and community issues, what recovery-friendly services look like, what they might be in that community. People who attend the training are generally from the same community, so there is the opportunity to network and identify services that are recovery-friendly, services that have helped people get back to work, get back to school, get into safe housing.
And the instructors are just so passionate about what they do, and it comes through in their delivery, during class and during break. They're consistent, they're predictable, and they're safe. They're educated. They know what they're doing and how to do it. And I have to say, safety was the most vital tool of all, and their willingness to be open to feedback and suggestions, and really actively listening and making notations and seeing how they can revisit this material for the next training.
One of the great things that comes across is how passionate, how compassionate people are towards each other, and how ready and willing they are to reach out and be there to support somebody else. And for me, when I come in as a trainer, I always go in with the belief that I'm going to learn something, and I do. If it's not where a resource is, it's about, maybe something that happened to somebody that helped get them where they are. Just the openness and the passion that really is out there. And however these 13 people got here, they definitely were the 13 people that needed to be here. They all brought so much. And I told them this morning, it's my honor to work with them because they were willing to let me be part of their process, their vulnerability, their disclosure, and their willingness. So.
I've gained some friendships here that from this training will last us a lifetime.
One of the things I would say is it's validated me in just the behavior I believe in working with somebody in recovery of any kind. It doesn't only have to be substance abuse. It can be recovery of any kind. Just to be supportive, non-judgmental, learn to set limits. There's one thing that we learned a lot was talking about a written agreement with the person you're working with, as Oasis has been saying, the recovery, which I found fascinating because it's joining with the person. It's not being the therapist, it's not being a member of a fellowship, it's somewhere in between, and the connection is so important with the resources in the community. If the person needs housing, if the person is looking for a spiritual connection, we would guide them there, help them, but it's really what they want and they bring to us. And I would be supportive in that.
The function of the recovery coach is to truly be a guide and a mentor for someone to help them initiate recovery or sustain recovery, to stabilize, to help them negotiate the system of care, to help overcome obstacles, remove barriers, someone who can really be with them in an equal relationship, a partnership.
I've been on a 5-day training that I feel like has helped me to grow. Then it should be helping me to help some other people in a big way.
For more information about Recovery Coach trainings, please contact the Oasis Learning and Development Unit at area code 518-485-2027.